Hey everyone, it's that math magician. On this video, we're going to take another look at prisms, but this time we're going to see can we determine the surface area for a rectangular prism. Now if you haven't yet watched my introduction video to prisms, I highly recommend you go watch that because I introduce and define what a prism is, and it's important to understand that before we dive into finding the surface area. But if you have watched it, let's go ahead and look at our rectangular prism and see if we can determine its surface area. Now a quick recap, surface area means that we want to find the area of all of the sides of this rectangular prism. There are 6 faces you can think of, or lateral sides to this prism, and that is what we want to find, the area for all 6 sides, and then add them up together. Now what's really nice with this rectangular prism is that all of the sides here happen to be rectangles. So really what we have to do is just find the area of a bunch of rectangles and then add it together. I think for this problem we should probably start off with the base shape here, the base rectangle. I'm talking about, let's see, I'll trace it in red, this rectangle right here on the bottom. Let's go ahead and find the area of this rectangle to start off with finding its total surface area. So to find the area of a rectangle, we know that that is just base times height. Looking at that rectangle, I see that the base there is 18 meters. The height is 7 meters. So all I have to do is take 18 and multiply it by 7 to find the area of that bottom side. Let me go ahead and get my calculator open. 18 times 7. The area for that base rectangle is 126 square meters. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's go ahead now and let's find the area for one of the sides of this rectangular prism. Let's go ahead and look at this right side that I'm tracing in green. Let's see if we can determine the area for this side. Notice that that right side is still a rectangle, and that I do know both values for that rectangle. I see that it has a base of 7 meters and it has a height of 12 meters. I can definitely find the area for that side by again using base times height. My base here is 7, my height is 12. 7 times 12, let's punch that into our calculator. The area for that right side ends up equaling 84 square meters. Alrighty, 2 sides down. Let's go ahead and find a third side. I think what might be helpful for us now is if we start to focus in on the front side of this rectangular prism that I'm tracing out in orange. That front side right there, we want to determine that rectangle's area. Again, area of a rectangle, a nice easy formula, base times height. We see that the base there is 18 meters times its height. Well, I don't see a number attached to this side, but I do know that this is representing the height of the prism, and I know that the side right behind it is labeled as 12 meters. That means that all of these sides here, these edges of the rectangular prism, are all 12 meters high. So I know that I can just take 18 and multiply it by 12 meters. So 12 times 18 is going to give us an area of 216 square meters for that front side. Now I'm actually going to stop here with just those 3 areas. And some of you might be confused as to why I'm stopping with 3 sides when clearly this rectangular prism has 6 different sides. Notice that I have not yet found the left side's area. I have not found the top side's area, nor have I found the back side's area. But what's really nice with the rectangular prism is that it has a lot of symmetry involved. What I mean by that is, look at the base rectangle here, the red rectangle. We found that area. That area was 126 square meters. Well, that base rectangle shows up in another spot. It's actually the same rectangle as the one at top. So I don't really need to go through the formula again to find the area for this top rectangle when I know it already matches the bottom rectangle as well? They are both 126 square meters. The same can be said about the right side here. Notice that the right side and the left side are going to be the exact same areas because they're using the same numbers. And the same thing can be said about the front side of our rectangular prism and the back side. Again, they're using the same numbers. Why show all of that work when it's not really needed? So now that we have the areas for every side, our final step here is to take those areas and to add them all together. So the bottom is 126, the top is 126, the right side is 84, the left side is also 84, the front side is 216, and the back side is 216. We take all 6 of those numbers, we add them up together, and we will be able to determine the surface area for this rectangular prism. So let's go ahead and do that. We got 126 plus 126 plus 84 plus 84. Whoops, I did not type in 84 there, so let's start over. 126 plus 126 plus 84 plus 84 plus 216 plus another 216. I see that the total surface area of every side of our rectangular prism ends up equaling 852 square meters. That's how you do it. That's how you find the surface area for a rectangular prism. Find the area of every rectangular side, add them up, you got your answer. It's that Math Magician, and I'll see you on the next video.